Hey everybody, JT back again, son, with Vapestars. Facebook.com/Vapestars. At Vapestars on Instagram. Give me a follow and a holla. So, big news lately. Big news. Attack of the clones, man. Clones everywhere. For a Team Cheat Mod guy, that's A-OK with me. It's putting a lot of things in closer reach that weren't in reach before. For instance, I've got we'll do that later. What I'm going to do is try to do a really quick rundown on RDAs, rebuildable dripping atomizers. Chimbus and Nimbus. Oh shit, finally got a Nimbus to review. The focus on this will be the Chimbus / comparison. The Chimbus, alright, really quick. In doing some trading and some talking with some friends, I acquired some Chimbus. I acquired two different ones, right? Pretty much the same. This one I think is the one most people are getting. It could be listed on some websites as a different name than the other. I don't know, but I'm going off this one. Seems to be the popular one. So it's a little taller than the Nimbus. It's a brushed, not polished, stainless look. This Nimbus, I gotta say real quick, this thing is beautiful. It's beautiful. I've been vaping on it, been loving this thing. Gorgeous. So the Chimbus, the first one I got, I bored these holes out, man. They're huge, huge air holes. 3 30-second dual holes. Really huge. I'm going to be vaping on this review on one that's stock. One air hole, and it's pretty small. But you can modify it the way you best, the way that fits your vaping needs. I suggest going very slow. Once you drill it out huge, you can't fill it back in. So go slow. Drill a hole or bore the one out, vape on it for a little while, then go a little bigger if you have to. I'm going to have a vape. This one I built at 0.08 single coil. These, the clones, the Chimbus, now they're 3-post inside under the top cap. So duals are pretty easy to build. The biggest problem I have, not problem, but it's a little aggravating. The Nimbus will come with Phillips head screws in here. These are Allen / really small hex head screws. The ones I received came with a little baby Allen wrench or a little baby screwdriver. I feel like a giant, like. So the Nimbus has Phillips, and that's, gonna work with your standard Vapors tools, these little screwdrivers. If I lose the one that came with this, I'd be in trouble for a minute. A friend of mine, and I didn't write down who, but says kidneypuncher.com. If you look under screws, they sell screws to replace the hex heads on the Nimbus, on the Chimbus, with Phillips that would be far easier to work with and would match the rest of your stuff. So kidneypuncher.com. I browsed around. I didn't look for screws. It was very late at night. But not a big deal. It comes with the tool. So 0.08, I built this one, single coil. I'm firing it on the natural in 18650 mode. Let's have a vape. Good vape, man. Really good vape. A tight draw, but then again, that's me, and I'm used to a lot airier of a draw. But out of the box, the thing performs great. My Nimbus, also, I've got a 0.08 single coil on it. I'm going to fire it on the natural as well. I've got to adjust my top center pin here. But it's the Chimbus. Let me say real quick, the best way to get those, they're going for about 15 bucks at vape shops. My friend bought me one. Another friend bought me one from a vape shop. They're about $15 if you buy them from there. They're about $6 at fasttech.com from China. Also, subohm.com has them right now for $7.58 a piece on their website. Keep in mind, you order them at the best price available. They're going to come from overseas. Shipping's going to take a little while. But the shipping charges are almost nothing, if not free. And, you know, it's worth the wait. It saves you some money. The Nimbus, I mean, I've seen them for 40, 50, 60 bucks each. This is the Nimbus. I'm going to hit it real quick. Remember, there's a little more airflow on this coil, but it's the same resistance, same style coil. It's great, you know what I'm saying? If you've always wanted a Nimbus and the price has held you back, order a Chimbus, order one of these clones. You'll get a really good feel for what that's all about. You'll be able to build dual coils on it. You'll be able to see if you like that style of dripper, if it works for you. And you'll get into it really cheap. That's the big thing. You don't want to go out and spend 80 bucks on something you might not like. That's just not logical. I really like them. I love them for the price. I've got a couple of them. The Nimbus, if you love the look and if you're an aesthetic guy, the Nimbus is beautiful. The logo on it is amazing. You know, it's well built. It feels good. It just looks really sharp. Now the Chimbus, it's solid too. There's not a lot of working parts on this, so it's a pretty solid device. The top caps off a Chimbus will not work on a Nimbus base or vice versa. They're slightly different, and I don't think O-rings would fix that, but I could be wrong. But if you're curious about the Nimbus but hesitant on spending the money, get a Chimbus. Get one of the clones. I think you'll really enjoy it. It'll give you a good idea of what the Nimbus is all about, and that gives you time to save for a Nimbus, and maybe prices will drop, or you'll find a co-op or a group buy or a pre-order for it. But that's my thing. I think they vape very similar. The Nimbus comes with Phillips heads for the post. That's a definite plus in that column. But the price goes to the Chimbus column. You know, vape budget hands. If you're all about the chrome and having top-notch stuff and collector's items, and then get the Nimbus, you know. But for under 10 bucks, you can't really beat getting one of these clones and trying it out. I now own both of them, so I don't think it's screwing over Nimbus that these clones come out. I think more people will try them, and as they progress in their vaping, they'll want the Nimbus to have to their collection. So I think it's good for everybody. There's so many clones, and technically they're rip-offs, but if you get a clone and you enjoy what it does, or you don't enjoy what it does, think about ordering the original, you know, as a nod to what they're trying to do for the community. If you get a clone and it's awesome, give the real thing a check out later on if the budget allows it. But competition is only good for us vapors. You know, they're competing and prices are dropping and more people are making these things, so it's good for us. So that's pretty much it, man. Nimbus and Chimbus. If you like the looks and you like the name, get the Nimbus. If you want to try it out and you're new to dripping and rebuilding, get the Chimbus, man. You're only going to be out $6, $7, $8, $9, and it gives you a good idea for what it's all about. Thanks so much. Comment below, follow me, like my Facebook page, subscribe. We're going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon, so I'll have something to announce here pretty soon. I'm going to do a whole video on some of the cheap mods, the natural and the telescoping natural all in one. Those are some of my favorite mods out there. And I've got some other stuff to do, so I'm always working. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.